If you're anything like me, then you know for sure that the universe has guided you to the right place at the perfect moment to be here right now, that you care about creating the most amazing future ever. And so I'm really excited that you're here with me right now. This is going to be a lot of fun. So now that we're online friends, I thought it'd be a good time just to briefly introduce myself. And if you don't know, my name is Jake Ducey, and I've been very, very, very blessed to be on the precipice of studying some of this leading material for how to create the amazing lives that we want. And out of that, I've been able to publish 3 books, 2 of which have been bestsellers with the world's #1 English publisher, Penguin Random House. And I mean, the things that you can accomplish from the types of things that we're going to discuss will blow your mind. I mean, these are things that led me to publish my books with the same publisher as Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich books, Bob Proctor, one of the legendary teachers from The Secret. It's like, I sit back and I look at that. I can't believe that I published books with the same publisher as the most legendary self-help book ever, Think and Grow Rich. So over the last 7 years, I've been really blessed to build this community with hundreds of thousands of people and to be able to live my dreams. And now I'm really excited to share with you these secrets and these principles to create the life that I have wanted that you can now use for your own life. I'd prefer to not talk about myself, but in our world, everyone's like, well, what do you do? So I guess if I had to answer that question in a little bit more detail, I've been really blessed to be a TEDx speaker, to be featured in Entrepreneur, in Inc.com, and in Fox. I was on Vans Warped Tour, which is the largest touring festival for millennials for music in the entire world, in front of 500,000 people. I was the first ever motivational speaker. I've been on the Good Men Project, Huffington Post, Bulletproof Radio, and a lot more, just using these principles. So today you're going to discover why the law of attraction doesn't work for most people and how to actually change bad habits. We always talk about, why are bad habits so hard to change? Why are belief systems so hard to change? Why are thoughts so hard to change? And then what happens is our brain actually gets wired in a certain way, so it nearly becomes impossible to change things. And so I've been on this huge deep dive for, the last 5 or 6 years, trying to discover, okay, so how do you actually restructure and reprogram the brain? Like, can we develop a technology piece or a system that can actually erase bad habits, belief systems, and change thought patterns so that you can create everything that you want to create in life? So that's what we're going to be talking about today. As you can tell, I'm really excited about it because there's nothing in the entire world that exists like this piece of technology and these ideas for how to implement this that we're going to be discussing. And if you stay until the end, I'm going to give you some free, amazing gifts, including one from the legendary speaker from the hit movie The Secret, Bob Proctor, who's become a close friend and mentor to me. So one of the reasons that I'm so excited is because we've finally invented and discovered something that's totally different, totally new. This is not something where I'm going to say, hey, let's just visualize something and poof, if we hold our fingers together and do a mantra, it's going to magically appear. I'm not just going to say, hey, go tape a vision board onto your wall and stare at it, even though I do vision boards, but it's a very surface piece that's not getting to the core. It's not a technology piece that's designed to actually create change in your brain and create change in your life. So I am so excited because I think this is something that can literally change the lives of millions and millions of people and finally answer the big questions of life. Why is it so hard to change bad habits? Why is it so hard to change my income? Why is it so hard to change my life? Why is it so hard to shift these things? And we finally have put together something that will do that for you. Now, the reason that this is so important for you right now is because psychologists and neuroscientists tell us that pretty much by the time we're out of our adolescent years, Our brain in our life is literally hardwired that way. And it becomes almost impossible to ever change it because there's no pieces of technology out there that are designed to literally change your brain, to change your thought patterns, to change your habits so that you can finally attract the money you want, the love that you want, and create the life that you actually want to live. Because otherwise what happens is the same patterns just play themselves out over and over and over again. And when we're doing surface things like just trying to repeat affirmations, just trying to listen to an inspiring motivational tape, it may get us pumped up, but it's not getting to the core. It's not a piece of technology designed to actually rewire and restructure the brain and all the different manifestations that we have in our lives. And when you use this thing, you can finally put an end to the big questions. Why is it so hard to make more money? Why is it so hard to attract love? Why is it so hard to create everything that I want? It's all because the patterns haven't been properly reprogrammed. So let's face it, with a huge smile on our face, we know that not everybody is ready yet to live a totally positive life, to get out of our old habits, to create the things that we want. That's not for every person yet. And so I just want to make that disclaimer at the beginning, because there are some people who are not ready to have and create and go after their biggest financial goals, their biggest love goals, and their biggest personal freedom goals in life. So if that's you, I really appreciate you taking the time to be on here, but this may not be for you, and you can kindly end this presentation. And either way, I really appreciate you taking the time to come on so far. So I just want to let you know, if you have a big dream, if you have a big goal, if there's something in your life yet that feels like you haven't accomplished it yet, maybe life is really good, but there's still some areas that aren't where you want it to be. Or maybe so far when you look in the mirror, you just don't know how you're so far off from what you truly desire. Either way, I want you to know it is not your fault. So please just take a deep breath and smile into that. It's truly not your fault. It's truly the result of our societal conditioning from our parents, from our friends, from institutions, from our teachers, and from malicious advertising that's designed so that we think lowly of ourselves. And that programming has literally shaped our entire brain and life. It's not your fault. And I'm going to show you how to let that go. In this presentation, you're going to discover why the law of attraction doesn't work for most people and why it's not your fault if you don't have everything that you want. It's just because you don't have the right technology piece. And I'm going to show you what you can actually do about it. Why it's been hard to change bad habits, why you haven't attracted the money or success or love that you truly desire, what words and phrases you should never ever say again, how to reframe them for a better experience, and you're going to get a sneak peek experience into our exclusive technology piece, the Second Mind Neuroprogrammer, that's literally designed in order to erase all of that programming and rebuild the brain and your life automatically to create the money, love, success, happiness that you've always felt like you really want. And when you stay to the end, you're going to get a free Bob Proctor video called Unlimited Abundance. If you don't know who Bob Proctor is, he's one of the most legendary motivational speakers and teachers of success in the entire world. He's worked with some of the largest Fortune 500 companies in the world. He's the most featured teacher in the hit Law of Attraction movie, The Secret. And this video training from Bob would normally cost thousands of dollars for me to be able to even share it. But since Bob is such a good friend of mine and a mentor, he generously made this video for me to share with you. So I'm so excited for you to have that. And when you stay to the end, I'm also going to give you my free success hypnosis MP3 that will help you automatically attract success. And this has been downloaded and used by over 65,000 people from countless countries all around the world. Have you ever wanted something so bad in your life? Whether it was more money, a new house, to get out of debt, to manifest your dream relationship, a new car, whatever it was, have you ever wanted something so bad in your life and you haven't quite had it yet? And it's like stirring in you. You can feel it in your soul. So just think about it. There's likely one thing, maybe two things, maybe three things, but you can think of something specific that you'd love to manifest or attract into your life. And I want to ask you, what is that thing? Feel free to comment it on the sidebar. What is that thing that you truly would give anything to have in your life? How do you bring that thing into your tangible life instead of just thinking about how nice it would be if you had it? Maybe you want to manifest more abundance, prosperity, and money into your life. Because let's face it, most of us could use more money in our lives. Maybe it will help you put your kids through school. Maybe it will help you pay off debt. Maybe it will help you get some new clothes or fund your dream business or your dream project or help you start that nonprofit or travel around the world. Money offers us the opportunity to experience more life, to share more, to solve big problems, and to live with more peace, joy, and freedom. Maybe you want to attract better health in your life. Let's face it, I know very few people in life that have perfect health. Almost all of us have some aspect of our health that we'd like to improve on. And today I'll show you how you can begin to do that with this piece of technology that's literally designed to rewire your life. They say love makes the world go around. And I'd be inclined to agree with that. Whether you have the love of your life present in your life right now, or are hoping to attract them into your life in the near future, I can show you ways to making yourself more open and available of not only receiving more love, but sharing it with others and feeling this overwhelming sense of love and freedom that almost seemed impossible before you had this piece of technology. Now today, you're going to witness a presentation that we've worked really, really hard to bring to you, but I want you to know that it's only a sliver of what we have behind our closed doors. And at the end of today's presentation, I'm going to give you a chance to work personally with myself and my team of magical manifestors. So should you choose to join us, we're going to welcome you with open arms and open hearts, and I really, really can't wait to work with you. Now, I know you're really excited like me, but I just need to make a crucial warning. This is only going to work if you're absolutely committed to the process. We're attempting to undo decades of psychological and neurological programming. So it's imperative that you're on board 100%. Not 75, not 85, not even 95%. Matter of fact, if you're 100% committed, comment in the chat box, comment down, 100% committed. Comment down, yes, you must be fully committed. Now, warning for epileptics, if you're prone to or have experienced seizures or epilepsy, please do not use any of the Neuro Programmer videos that have brainwave entrainment tracks attached. We've created separate tracks inside our member area that do not have attached brainwaves. If you do experience seizures or epilepsy, please step away from this presentation for a few minutes when we begin our Neuro Programmer session. Also, a second word of caution, this program contains brainwave entrainment technology that can and will alter your states of consciousness. So if at any point you feel dizzy, scared, or at all unsure of yourself, please just stop listening and consider listening to the quote raw tracks found in the member area. And also, just to be safe, pregnant women and children should refrain from using the brain entrainment technology and stick with the raw state tracks. And then lastly, do not listen or watch while operating a car or heavy, dangerous machinery, please. Under no circumstance should you listen or watch any of these audios while driving a vehicle or operating any type of heavy or dangerous machinery or materials. In order to get the most effective session today, it's highly advised that you shut down all distractions for the next 30 or so minutes. That means shut down any programs running on your computer, as they can suck up resources that will affect this presentation. Silence your phone, as you don't want to be pulled away in the middle of the session. And if you have headphones, I highly encourage that you use them, as you'll have a better experience. So for me, this all started when I was finishing writing my first book and I watched the Law of Attraction movie, The Secret. And after I watched that, I got so jazzed up and so excited. Maybe that's happened to you before. You get really excited. Maybe you did your affirmations. But what I did is I took it to the extreme. What I did is I took a bunch of 8x11 sheets of paper, hundreds of them, and I wrote, "I'm so grateful I'm published by." And I wrote a certain publishing company's name that I really wanted to be published by. I put them all over my wall. So if you walked into my room, you'd be like, "Wow, Jake, you're published by the publishing company's name." And I was so excited. Eventually, I got invited over to the founder of the publishing company's house. I told all my friends, I told my mom, I told my dad, I was like, "Guess what? All my dreams are coming true. You see those 10,000 pieces of paper on my wall? They're all coming true today because I'm going to the founder's house." I walked away a little bit sad when they told me they were not going to publish my book. So imagine this. I had to go back while I was crying and pull off hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of 8x11 pieces of paper off of my wall. Imagine that. And it was like the worst day of my entire life. Maybe that's happened to you. You've tried to use the law of attraction. You've tried to manifest something and it didn't work out the way that you want. So it was unfortunate, but I actually had to go out and self-publish my book instead of get published because nobody would publish a book. And through that process, I realized something. The point of your dream, the point of a goal, the point of a challenge is that it's asking you, who are you willing to become? So I had to go out there, sell my book door to door, go stop people on the street and sell it. And what happened is I slowly ended up selling 10,000 copies. It became a bestseller, and I ended up landing a book contract with the #1 publisher in the entire world, Penguin Random House, that would have paid me far more than I ever would have gotten if I would have gotten that original publishing deal from the company where I had the affirmations all over my wall. The foreword to that first book with my major publisher, Penguin Random House, was written by the creator of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series, Jack Canfield. And it started this whole journey where I started asking these big questions. Why is it so hard to change bad habits? Why is it so hard for us to manifest the things that we want? Why does that happen to us? And lo and behold, it's led me to today, where I want to share with you about the neuroprogrammer and how to actually rewire the brain so that you can manifest the things that you want in life. So now that you know a little bit about me, let's make the rest of this about you and how you can do the same things in your life and so much greater. How are you actually going to rewire the brain to automatically attract more money, attract more love, attract more success, break through all the challenges that you had in your life? How do you actually do that? So I wanted to start by saying there are some things about money that we have to stop saying. Many of us have grown up hearing all kinds of horrible phrases and beliefs about money. So just tell me, you can comment in on the side, yes, I know what you're talking about. Have you ever heard or said any of these things? Money is the root of all evil. Money doesn't grow on trees. More money, more problems. I can't afford that. You need money to make money. Happiness is more important than money. Money isn't even that important. It's better to give than to receive. Now, here's some responses and some reframes on those belief systems. Actually, it's money that can help combat evil. It's money that can feed the homeless, that can educate people all around the world, that can build shelter for people all over the world. Money, literally, does grow on trees. Trees create paper, and paper becomes money. Happiness and money are both important. What's more important, your arm or your leg? Both of them can be very valuable. More money can solve more problems. Maybe you can't afford to not have this. There's countless examples of people making money without first having any money. Where do you think the term rags to riches actually comes from? Money is incredibly important. Yes, it may feel better to give than to receive, but you can do a lot more giving if you're open to receiving more first. And how about love? I bet you've heard some of these phrases before too. Marriage is an institution. Love stinks. Love is pain. Good men or good women are hard to find. I'm going to be single forever. Online dating sucks. Relationships are hard work. Now let's reframe these like we did with the negative sayings on money. Calling marriage an institution makes it sound literally like an insane asylum. Love is pain is a definition setting you up to expect pain in relationships. Love stinks. If you don't take a shower every now and then, good men and good women are absolutely difficult to find. If that's how you view it, I'm going to be single forever. Well, with that attitude, you just might be. So you say online dating sucks. Well, did you know there's over 40 million people in the United States that visit online dating sites alone? Are you telling me that out of 40 million people, you don't think you can find someone that's compatible? Is it that online dating really sucks? Or do you have a limiting viewpoint that is blocking your potential lover from showing up in your life? My business partner and my dad actually both met their lovers on Match.com. And they say it's the best place ever to find a lover. And finally, yes, relationships can be hard work. But hard work isn't something we should shy away from. It's hard work that gets us everything that we want in life. It's often hard work that gives things true meaning in our life. Listen, if you've said any of these negative patterns and phrases, I really, truly want you to know it's not your fault. Comment that. It's not my fault. The fact of the matter is that you're simply repeating what you've learned over all of these years. Our entire lives, we've been conditioned and trained by our parents, by our peers, by our teachers, by manipulative advertisers, and more. And while I do love the people in my life, not all of them have handed down the best advice when it comes to love, success, and happiness. Heck, even my own high school teacher told me I was going to be a failure. Sure, most of them did the best they could, and often they were just repeating what they too had been passed down. I know they were doing the best with what they had, but I know that many of us can do even better, and that's why we're here today. It's not your fault. So the reason all of what I just said is so important is because every time you have a thought, whether it's your own thought or it's something somebody else has told you that's a limiting belief, every time you have a thought, you fire nerve and brain cells in your brain. And when you think the same thought about not having enough money, not being good enough to make more money, that there's no good guys out there, that you can't have the success that you want, every time you think the same thought or the same belief, You're firing the same brain cells. Now, there's a term in neuroscience. It's called Hebb's Law. Hebb's Law simply states that brain cells, nerve cells that fire together, wire together. So every time you have a thought and you activate the same brain cells, they literally wire together and create the neurocircuitry of your brain. This is why it's so impossible to change bad habits, to change belief systems, to change thought patterns, and to change your bank account, to change your love life, to change your health. It's so impossible because your brain literally wires in the way that you think and feel and behave. That's why it's so hard to ever create the real change that we want. And that's why this presentation is so important, because unless you have an actual piece of technology that's literally designed in order to erase the old neurocircuitry, the old way that the brain has been programmed to operate, to think, to feel, and behave, unless you can erase that and you can rewire, reactivate, and redesign the way your brain thinks, feels, and creates the experiences of your life, unless you have a piece of technology that can do that, then you're stuck. This isn't about positive thinking. This isn't about just the law of attraction. This is literally science. If you do not have a piece of technology designed to erase the old firing and wiring and circuitry of your brain, and you don't replace that with one that's designed to create more money, more love, and more happiness, then it's impossible to change your life. And that's why New Year's resolutions fail. That's why it's so hard to change habits. That's why we always resort back to the way things were. And that's why I'm so excited to share with you the second line neuroprogrammer that's literally designed to do that. People always ask me, what's the difference between the first mind and the second mind? And so I want to break that down real quick. So we discussed that every time that you have a thought, what's happening is you're firing different brain cells and nerve cells. When you have the same thoughts about money, about confidence, about love, or the circumstances of your life are the same, the bank account not being where you want it to be, the career not being exactly where you know it could be, your love life not being exactly where it could be, these circumstances are firing the same brain cells. And the result of that is Hebb's Law, a term in neuroscience. Brain cells that fire together, nerve cells that fire together, wire together. Your brain hardwires in a certain way. Now, for most of us, it's hardwired in a way that is not in alignment with what we truly desire. Our brain is hardwired to not make the money that we consciously desire. It's hardwired to not attract the love, the happiness, the career, the success, and the contribution that we truly crave. Our brain is wired the wrong way. That is the first mind. It's the socially conditioned mind that's literally hardwired your brain in a way where it makes it near impossible to truly create the miracles, happiness, love, success, and financial freedom that you crave. Enter in our software, the second mind neuroprogrammer, that's designed to literally erase the old way that the brain has been molded and hardwired to operate, and actually starting to rewire the brain cells and nerve cells in alignment with your true desires for more wealth, for more happiness, for more love, for more freedom. That's the second mind. It's the software tool that allows you to actually condition your mind and your brain, literally hardwiring the neurocircuitry the way that you actually want. That's the second mind. That's the mind that's free from the world, from all the social conditioning. That's the brain, the second brain, the one that you've created by your own design, that's not subject to the world and all its negativities. So let me ask you, have you ever heard of the word neuroplasticity? It's defined as this: the ability of the brain to form and reorganize synaptic connections, especially in response to learning or experience or following injury. Let me read that again so everyone clearly gets it. The ability of the brain to form and reorganize synaptic connections, especially in response to learning or experience or following injury. So, do you realize how incredibly promising this is? It's actual science. You can rewire, reshape, and literally recreate your brain. And when you do that, you change the thoughts you have, the beliefs you have, the behaviors you have. You can change your bank account, you can change your health, you can change your confidence, you can change your happiness. And so many people go through life thinking that they're stuck with the brain or the body or the bank account or the love life that they currently have. And many think that it's only going to recreate the same or deteriorate over time. And for many people, that may be true, but it doesn't have to be you and I, because the truth is, we can literally grow our brains, our bodies, our bank accounts, our love lives, our happiness, and more if we have a piece of technology that's designed to erase the old and recreate the new. That's how you automatically attract success, automatically attract love, automatically attract prosperity. But if we're stuck with the old ways of thinking, the old ways that the brain has been wired, we will never manifest what we truly want. Neuroplasticity offers hope for almost every single person in the world. So instead of just talking about it, I want to actually show you how neuroplasticity works in real life and how it can literally change your life with the Second Mind neuroprogrammer that we created to take advantage of neuroplasticity to change anything that you want in your life. And by the way, before we get into it, maybe you know somebody or you yourself have went to a million personal development seminars. You've read all the law of attraction books. You're watching all the YouTube videos. You're studying. You're doing the exercises, but you're still not getting everything that you want. I know that that's happened to me before. And the reason that all of that stuff can be great, we can learn a whole bunch, but the way that you actually change the results in your life is you have to change the wiring of the nerve cells in your brain. You have to actually change the brain cells that are firing, the neurocircuitry. When you change the actual way that your brain is created to wire, the way it's created, the level of money that it's programmed to attract, the love, the circumstances in your life, when you change that with a piece of technology that's designed, because it's not about just how hard you work and how many books you study and every program that you go out and try new exercises with. Maybe you know somebody that's worked really hard and hasn't got the result that you want. It's because they haven't had something that's designed to erase the old programs of the brain and build in new ones. So I'm so excited and honored and thrilled that we've put together a piece of software that's literally going to do that for you. Now, without further ado, just keep in mind, this is just a short example of what you'll experience in the Second Mind in the neuroprogrammer. But for time's sake, we're only going to do a really small session. But in a few minutes, you'll get access to the entire neuro library, and you can repeat these processes and implement these technology pieces as many times as you want. So make sure that you're not distracted for the next 5 to 7 minutes. You can take a deep breath. Maybe you're really excited. Feel free to smile. Feel free to comment, yes, I'm excited, I'm stoked, life is beautiful. And please pay attention so that you can get the most out of this small, simple sample. So this next section that we're going to be going into is going to be the neuroprogrammer on money. And I just want to let everyone know that I'm so excited because we're covering in the actual neuroprogrammer in the Second Mind software. We have perfect day section, attracting good luck, perfect health, instilling confidence, harnessing happiness, and letting love in to attract more love into your life. In this section, we're going to be doing money though, because it's the most common one that we get. And of course, money is the bridge to so many things. In fact, the leading cause of divorce in the world is around money. It can help you to put your kids through better schools. It can help you get into your dream home, pursue your dream career, start your nonprofit. So this is on money. And as I mentioned, we have a plethora of other amazing neuroprogrammers in the actual software. So, all right, let's roll the clip. Welcome to a new session, programming you for financial abundance. This is going to be a wonderful experience to change your life for the positive. This is how I'm going to bring you into your second mind today. I'm going to increase your concentration, and it's going to turn into a wonderful experience of relaxation and renewed confidence around prosperity. Nod your head yes, and feel yourself relax. Nod your head again yes, and feel yourself relax. I'm going to count down from 5. You're going to follow along with each number. You'll notice that with each number, your body and mind is relaxing more and more. It'll be a beautiful feeling. Let your eyelids slowly relax and close, closing, 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 relaxing. Take a deep breath in. Hold it at the peak of the inhale to feel the energy in your body. Exhaling for 5 seconds, slowly with loving attention. The mind is clear, soft, inhaling and exhaling now. At your own pace. Continue to take deep breaths and imagine that your tension is releasing from your body. Right now, you feel the muscles on your face relaxing and your stress is leaving your body. Letting go and feeling your shoulders dropping in beautiful relaxation. You are very relaxed. It feels amazing. From this point forward, you will breathe in peace at your own pace. Keep your eyes closed, relax, your shoulders are dropping. I will share some soft affirmations that will reprogram your brain and move you into your second mind. You will feel more abundant, more confidence. You will feel your brain cells wiring for success and money. Nod your head yes, feel yourself relax. Follow along with me now. I am worthy of everything that I desire. I deserve it. It feels amazing. I am worthy of success. I deserve money. I feel my life changing for the positive. I feel great things coming my way. Success attracts to me easily. I let go of all unhealthy beliefs around money and welcome prosperity. From the tips of my toes to the top of my head, my whole body relaxes as I receive these words. From this day forward, every dollar I spend feels great. I am so happy and grateful that money always comes back to me in great abundance. I feel myself let go of all money worries. I feel confident. I feel worthy of receiving and spending money. It is amazing. When I count down from 5, I want you to open your eyes in full presence to this moment. And when you do open your eyes, you will see images on the screen before you. I want you to follow these images closely. You will hear affirmations as well. And I want you to repeat them silently to yourself because they are reprogramming your brain and your second mind to one of true
abundance. So nod your head, yes. Take a deep breath in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Eyes open, fully alert, can't stop smiling because you feel so much joy and appreciation for the abundance all around you. Now watch the screen and follow along with me. I am so happy and grateful that I am worth spending money on. I am worth the investment of my energy. There is no better investment than in me and my personal growth. Divine order takes charge of my money today and every day. Prosperity comes to me with ease and grace. I will never be stingy. I am generous with myself. I am abundant with my money. I have countless dollars waiting to be called upon. I am worth large sums of money, and it flows to me quickly and easily. I am so grateful to be of more service to others, and abundance flows to me in return. I am more likable when I am treating myself great. I feel great. I feel amazing. I feel powerful. I feel money coming to me now. I am so grateful. I am worth it. I deserve it. I am not afraid to invest in my future. I am worth it. I deserve it. I am so happy and grateful that large sums of money come to me quickly and easily. As I spend, I receive more. Abundance is my birthright. Everything that I do prospers from this day forward. It is amazing. Now, in a moment, I'm going to count down from 5. And when I hit 1, you will feel your eyelids getting very, very heavy. And you will close them. You will forget about looking at the screen, and you will start to step into your new life with more money and more abundance than ever before. 5. Closing your eyes. 4. Closing your eyes. 3. Feeling relaxed. 2. Seeing images clearly in your mind of prosperity. 1. Eyes closed. Feeling totally relaxed. Seeing the images of abundance on the screen of your mind. Your neurons are firing and wiring for more money and more abundance. It's natural for you to attract money into your life. Now imagine a door, a brown wooden door with a golden knob. See the door. And when you see it, I want you to open it. And when you open it, you're going to be stepping into a new financial future. Beyond the door is a world of all new levels of prosperity. It's going to feel amazing to see how fast your life has changed. Now, put your hand on the door and open it. Opening the door, stepping through the doorway, seeing your life in a new view of prosperity. Breathing in abundance and confidence. Feeling totally financially secure. Your life is one where money flows to you easily. Doesn't it feel amazing? Doesn't it feel good to know that you'll always have the money you need and you can always attract more of it into your life, because money is just energy, and you are now hardwired for an energy of abundance. When I count down from 5, you're going to open your eyes, feeling awake, feeling alert, feeling inspired, feeling confident. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Eyes open, awake, alert, feeling energized, feeling inspired, feeling confident, feeling certain, feeling grateful that you are attracting money into your life and you can move confidently in the direction of your dreams. Thanks for joining this session. Feeling grateful, feeling joyous, like you can't help but smile.
So you've just experienced just a little sneak peek of the neuroprogrammer. So if you feel like opening your eyes, lifting your arms up and stretching out just for a minute, smile on your face. So you just experienced this training. You're at your desk, on your computer, your phone, or your tablet. And you know that if you do this, you know that it's going to be really, really good for you. You've shown up to watch this training, and I want to commend you for your interest and for your efforts today. I really appreciate you being here from wherever you are in the world. You've participated in a sneak peek of my neuroprogrammer technology, and now you're wondering, how do I get my hands on the actual technology piece in depth so that I can continue to do this with myself? Before I show you how to get access to this one-of-a-kind program, I want to let you know the reason why I made this technology is because I've literally been where you're at. I too knew that I was desperate for change in my life and to have everything that I wanted, and that I wanted to make a positive impact in my own life, the lives of others, and I wanted to have a huger impact in the world. We're all just trying to make our lives better, and that is the sole reason this entire program exists. It's crucial that you start accessing your second mind and that you use this piece of technology to retrain, rewire, and reprogram your brain as often as possible so that we quit relying on the conditioned first mind that keeps us pigeonholed and away from our dreams. With the Second Mind program and the neuroprogrammer, you can literally rewire your brain for success. And I know that you know this by now, but whether that is success with money, success with love and relationships, or even success with health, happiness, and joy, this program can help you with all of those things. But it can't do it by itself. It needs you to make a leap and do your part too. You just spent about an hour with me. Thank you for being here. So I know that you're interested in accessing your second mind more often, and I'm pretty sure you'd like to see the entire neuroprogrammer in action to increase your bank account, your love life, your health, your happiness. But keep in mind, what you experience is just a sliver of the program. And if in any way it gave you a positive feeling, just imagine how amazing it's going to feel when you have access to the entire thing, because what you experience is probably just 5% of what's in store for you in just a second. So let's discuss everything you're going to get today. The Second Mind program includes a variety of things that are going to massively help you on your journey. First of all, you'll get my proprietary neuroprogrammer technology that is found nowhere else in the entire world. This technology will help you to access your second mind by simply playing the videos, and you watch and follow along with it, and it will automatically erase the programming in your brain of your first mind and start to rewire new brain cells of your second mind to create a neurocircuitry that's designed for you to increase your bank account, your happiness, your love life, your health. You don't have to do anything, but just sit there, watch, and have a good time. This technology piece can radically transform your brain and your life, and I want to give it to you today so that you can use it to create amazing things in your life. Secondly, you'll also get the Second Mind lecture series, where I give detailed video instructions on over 60 topics that relate to the law of attraction and personal growth. Now, don't worry, you don't have to watch all of these in a week or even a month. You can gradually watch them over the entire year if you like, as I feel our journey together is going to be a long-lasting one. And finally, you'll get access to the Second Mind interview series, where I sit down with some of the leading gurus and thought leaders in the law of attraction, hypnosis, and neuroscience fields to bring you the latest and greatest cutting edge ideas and strategies to improve your life. Now I'm talking about leaders like Bob Proctor from the movie The Secret, Jack Canfield, the creator of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series, Mike Dooley from The Secret and creator of Notes from the Universe, big wave surfer Laird Hamilton, and so many more. Too many to list, and we'll be adding more and more all the time. So this is literally designed to access all aspects of change. We're going to be dealing with lecture series designed to teach new information and give you new exercises that will drastically change your life. But the neuroprogrammer is the inside approach that's actually going to rewire your brain. So this is a holistic program that's designed to encompass everything from retraining and rewiring your brain to teaching new big ideas that when you implement them can change your entire life. Now, I know what you may be thinking. Wow, Jake, this all sounds incredible, but how much is this going to cost me? Now, before I tell you the price, I want you to think back to those negative phrases about money that we went over. I want you to think about why those negative phrases and ideas may have been holding you back from what you really want and deserve. Now take those phrases and throw them in your mental trash can, because today nothing is going to get in your way of succeeding for yourself. So normally the price for the Second Mind is $1,997. But don't worry at all. Today and today only, you're not even going to pay a fraction of that. But even if you did, it would be well worth it, because think about what would happen if your brain is finally wired to grow your bank account, to grow your love life. It would be worth it. But don't worry, today and only today, you're not even going to pay a fraction of that. But before I reveal your drastically discounted price, I want to let you know about a few bonuses that I'm going to throw in when you get access today. But you have to grab this today if you want all the bonuses and drastic price reduction. When you get access to the Second Mind today, you'll also get free access to the Genius Within seminar. The Genius Within seminar is a groundbreaking seminar that took place in the summer of 2017 in San Diego, California, and it was by far the best seminar I've ever thrown, period, hands down. The feedback from attendees was off the charts, and I'll even share some of those testimonies with you in a bit. The retail cost for the Genius Within is $497, but today, when you purchase the Second Mind, you're going to get it absolutely free. Bottom line, if you only got the Genius Within alone, it would still be worth the entire investment today. If that's all I gave to you, it would still be worth it, but you're going to get something even more. Because I want to over-deliver for you today, I'm going to throw in another bonus that will absolutely rock your socks off. It's called the Dream Life Workshop, and it too is yours today for free when you begin accessing your Second Mind. We also sell this workshop on our website for $497, but today it's also 100% free for you, as my way of saying thank you so much for being a valued customer and for being seriously committed to changing your brain, to changing your life, and going after what you truly deserve in life. Now, I know we are seeing some big numbers thrown around, but I want you to think about this if you're on the fence at the moment. Almost all of us have disposable income. Most people get their paycheck each month, and a percentage of that goes towards movies and candy and magazines, Starbucks coffee, going out to dinner, and things like that. I'm not asking you to go into debt for all of this. What I'm asking you to do is take some of your disposable income you're going to spend on movies and going out to dinner and all that kind of stuff. Instead of blowing it on something temporary that you're going to lose, I'm asking you to make an investment in yourself because you deserve it, because you have a piece of technology here that you can actually use to create way more money, because the money you put into this is ultimately going to turn into more money for you. I'm sure you've heard of Robert Kiyosaki. Have you guys read The Rich Dad, Poor Dad? You can comment below if you've read that. In the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he talks about the difference between assets and liabilities. He said that poor people, they buy liabilities. They buy cars, they buy boats, they buy those things you put money in, and the money disappears. What the rich people do is they put their money into investments that actually turns into more money for them. They put their money into things that will literally create more money, more success, and more of that for them. All I'm doing is asking you to do this here and divert some of your disposable income into an investment in the second mind, an investment in yourself, an investment that will literally erase all of your old limiting beliefs, all of your old bad habits, and will help you create what you want in life instead of investing it into something that's going to take money away from you. And listen, just to make this decision an absolutely no-brainer for you today, I'm going to give you my 100% ironclad, rock-solid guarantee. Try out the second mind for a full 30 days. Use it for 30 days. And if it doesn't do every single thing that I've promised and more, simply email my support team at jd@jakeducey.com and we will refund every single penny of your purchase. The risk is totally on me and you have absolutely nothing to lose. So go ahead, try it out for a full month completely on me, and know that you're completely protected in every way possible. I wouldn't have it any other way, because I know this will work. When you can erase the old neurocircuitry of the brain and you can rewire it to automatically create what you want in life, I know that it's worth it. And that's why you get a full guarantee money back. Look, every single month or 2 weeks, you get a paycheck, right? The cool thing about it is you get that paycheck, you go out, you pay your bills, you buy your groceries, you have your disposable income, you spend that money, and the money disappears. Then what happens 2 weeks later? You get paid again. That money replenishes. The cool thing about money is money always replenishes. Every 2 weeks, it comes back again. Every 2 weeks, it comes back again. It keeps coming back over and over and over again, especially when you spend it in ways that will create more money for you, right? Let me ask you a question. Does that happen with your time too? When you miss your daughter's soccer game because you're at the office, do you get that time back? When you spent the last day or week worrying about money problems or health problems or relationship problems, do you get that time back? No, it doesn't come back. Isn't that weird? Money replenishes every 2 weeks, but your time never comes back. What I'm asking you to do is to take an asset, take a resource that replenishes every 2 weeks. Money. Money is here in order to allow you to create more of what you want in your life, It's a tool that can help you create more money, more happiness, more joy, and create change in your life. The money is going to come back to you. You're going to get that money back every single 2 weeks, and invest in something that's going to save you a ton of time, because you can learn this stuff on your own. But what you can't do is use a piece of technology that's designed to literally erase your old brain programming and create new, to attract more money, create more love, create more happiness. This stuff is not out there in the world, because you can go and try to create a piece of technology like this that I did, that I've been developing for years, that will eliminate bad habits and create these things in your life. You can go work through all of those steps and face the fear and face the uncertainty and try to figure it all out yourself. I'm just trying to save you a bunch of time. And because you can't get your time back, I'm asking you to take your money, which is replenishable, which is literally designed to be a tool to help you have more of the things that you want. And I'm asking you to use your money to buy more freedom. In 2 weeks from now, you're going to have that money back anyways. Yes, you can try to go out and figure out how to do all of this stuff, how to make it all happen, how to do it all on your own. But think of all the testing, the trial and error, and realize your time isn't going to come back. Your money will, but your time is not going to come back. It's like clockwork. The money always comes back. Even if you lose your job, guess what? The government is going to replenish that for you. It keeps coming back. So take some of that money, invest it in the second mind, invest it into your future. Invest it into yourself, because you're worth it, and that money will be back in 2 weeks anyways. Okay, so I am sick of not seeing everybody have everything that they want in life. That's why I do this work. So this offer is going to get ridiculously good, but I want to add some more icing on the cake. I truly want you to have your cake and eat it too. Have your money and spend it too. Have your love and experience it too. Beyond the other 2 bonus seminar and workshops that I'm going to give you, I'm going to also throw in a free copy of 3 of my best-selling products: the Subconscious Bootcamp, Mess into Message, and Affirm Your Destiny. We've sold thousands of these programs, and people love, 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 love them. And today, they're yours absolutely free. In fact, when you order today, you're getting my entire library of products, because I want you to be equipped with everything I have to share. Normally, the retail value of these 3 programs is $147, but like I said, today they're yours absolutely free. So let's quickly recap together everything you're going to get today. The Second Mind program, including the neuroprogrammer to literally rewire your brain to automatically attract what you want. The Second Mind lecture series, and the Second Mind interview series valued at $1,997. The Genius Within seminar valued at $497. The Dream Life workshop valued at $497. The Trilogy Pack, including the Subconscious Bootcamp, Mess into Message, and Affirm Your Destiny, valued at $147. You'll also get access to our Second Mind Law of Attraction discussion group and our premium email support channel that's valued at $500. That's a total retail value of $3,638. But literally, don't worry at all. You're not even going to pay a fraction of any of that. And remember, you are completely protected with my 100% ironclad guarantee that this will work for you. Give the Second Mind and all the free bonuses a trial run for 30 full days, 30 full days. And if you don't like it for any reason at all, I will gladly and promptly return your investment. You literally have absolutely nothing to lose. So I want to ask you a question, my friend. You've probably been on one of these webinars in the past, right? You get excited, you get fired up, and then what happens the next day? Probably nothing for most people. And it's sad because I just showed you the exact system I'm using right now to tap into the second mind and create amazing miracles. I mean, the most amazing results that I've heard from customers and people using this. I'm teaching you to unlock and develop the superpowers of your brain and to erase all the things that used to hold you back so that you can see hope and clarity on the problems and resolve all of them to create the things that you want. But I need you to get a clear vision on what to do next. I don't want you going backwards tomorrow and not doing anything because you have nothing to lose. There's zero loss for you. This will change your whole life. And I'm willing to give you all of your money back if it doesn't work, but I know that it will change your life. The reason why we do this is because of old habits. That's why nothing happens. That's why we get afraid and we don't make these changes in our life. It's old habits. They're hard to break. I don't want you going back to your office or to your home the next day and you're in the exact same habits. All that is the old hardwiring of the brain. The old hardwiring of the brain that's afraid to choose yourself, that's afraid to step into the amazing possibilities of life that are out there for you. And I don't think you want that for yourself either. Otherwise, you wouldn't even be here today. The only way you're going to be successful is if we figure out a way to break that habit right now. The way you're going to break that habit is by facing any doubt or fear or worry that you might have and invest in yourself and your second mind. Now, I came here and I can help you and give you all of these tools and technology pieces that you need to break that habit so that you can become successful. If you don't do that, you're likely to just slide back to your old habits. And ain't nobody got time for that anymore. Your life is too valuable. Your time is too valuable. This is the time where you finally say, I may be afraid, I may be worried, but I'm stepping into this bigger vision and these bigger possibilities for my life and my future. For the last hour or so, I've shared a ton of information with you. But as you know, information alone is not going to save you. You need this program and technology because that's what's going to help you to get to the next level, to erase the programming of your first mind and the way that your brain has been wired so that you can tap into your second mind and attract and create the things that you truly deserve in your life. When you discover this superpower, when you use this technology piece, you can actually today and every day begin to overcome anything in your life. I promise you that. Look, two kinds of people show up on these trainings. The first one is the timid, nervous guy or gal who gets on here and they think it's really cool. It makes sense and they want to do it, but they just don't take action. They don't realize that their old habits and the old wiring of their brain is literally not going to allow them to ever create more love, happiness, success, money, or health unless they finally face their fear and they finally invest in themselves. And I don't know about you, but I don't like working with people like that stay stuck. They're not willing to give it a try, even when they can get their money back. Those people never end up to be successful. The people that I like are the people like us. They get on this training and they hear it, they understand it, they step up and they want to produce and boom, they come out here and they get great results and they make things happen. So I'm going to ask you, which one are you? Are you the person on the left or are you the person on the right? The person on the left will probably get tired and hang up on this training right now. I don't want to make you feel guiltier or more nervous than you already feel. That's not my intention. But if you're ready to take some massive action in your life and do some cool stuff and change your life and reprogram your brain, I want to invite you to be the person on the right that says, yes, I'm doing this. I am taking a stand for myself. Remember, what you're getting today is the Second Mind program, including the neuroprogrammer. There's no piece of technology in the world like the neuroprogrammer, literally designed to break bad habits, help you attract the money you want, the love you want, the happiness you want. So you get the Second Mind program, including the neuroprogrammer, the Second Mind lecture series, and the Second Mind interview series, valued at $1,997. The Genius Within seminar, valued at $497. The Dream Life Workshop, valued at $497. The Trilogy Pack, including Subconscious Bootcamp, Mess into Message, and Affirm Your Destiny, valued at $147. You'll also get access to our Second Mind Law of Attraction discussion group and our premium email support channel that's valued at $500. That's a total retail value of $3,638, but you're not going to pay that. So for right now, right this second, you can get all of this for just $997. That's a savings of $2,641. All you have to do is go to www.jakeducey.com/special. Now, please don't share this page with the general public. It's not meant for anyone except for your eyes as a reward for spending some time with me today. Look, this is the way it is. People in life, they can only have one of two things. They can either have money and success and love and happiness and whatever it is that they truly desire, or they can have excuses. They can rationalize themselves out of having what they truly want in life. That's okay. And so right now, you've got two options. Option one is you can sign up now and you can start rewiring your brain to tap into your second mind. You can unlock and develop your superpowers and the genius that you already have within you that's just being blocked by the way that your brain has been programmed. You can see hope and clarity on the problems you want to resolve. You can get a clear vision on what you want to do next, and you can accomplish everything that you truly desire in your life. Or option number two, you can come up with some excuse, some rationalization why you couldn't afford it, even though there's a full money back guarantee, why you couldn't do it this time, why you don't have enough time, whatever your excuse is today. That's fine, but the reality is you can't have both. You can have money, success, happiness, love, abundance, or excuses. And you've got to decide right now which one you want. I don't know about you, but I would rather invest my money to create more money, success, health, love, and abundance for myself. And so that's why I need you to go and invest in the second mind, to go and do this for yourself. And I'll tell you what, I want to do everything I can to convince you to take action because this is going to change your life, to invest in yourself and your future. So here's what I'm going to do. Order right now or within the next 24 hours, and I'll knock off an additional $150, which brings the price down to only $847. But you have to act quick because the clock is ticking, and the moment that it hits zero, this discount will no longer be available for you. What you need to do right now is go to www.jakeducey.com/special and reserve your spot. And hey, despite giving you this massive price reduction, I know that for some of you, this will still be out of your budget, and I totally get it, and I want to offer you an easy alternative if that's you. Now, unfortunately, this alternative is only available for people in the United States, but it's a terrific option, and I wanted to make sure that you know about it. On our order form, we accept Visa, MasterCard, and American Express. We also accept PayPal, but here's what's really, really cool. If you choose the PayPal option, PayPal offers the ability to buy our program on credit where you don't even pay for 6 months. You can get the thing free for 6 whole months. That's right, 6 months, and you don't even have to pay a dime. All you have to do is click the PayPal credit button as you see it on this slide and fill out the quick application, and you're gonna get your approval in just a few seconds, and you can literally retrain your brain, use this program to create everything that you want, and you don't even have to pay a dime for 6 months. So if money is an issue at the moment, please, please, please consider this option where you can defer the payments while you're retraining your brain to create massive success, more health, more love, or whatever it is that you're truly craving and desiring more of in your life. And when all goes well, you'll have more than enough money in 6 months to pay the payments back. Look, my friend, this is the deal. Many of you have been on this personal development and law of attraction journey for a while and haven't seen the full results you really want or really deserve. I want you to get hope and clarity on this issue right now and say goodbye. Goodbye to fear. Comment that. Goodbye to fear. Goodbye to uncertainty. Goodbye to attracting negative things. Because you're about to invest in your second mind. You can say goodbye forever to what's been holding you back and stopping you from being the best version of yourself and having everything that you truly want to attract and manifest into your life. So let's do this. Go to jakeducey.com/special right now to lock in your seat and these massive savings. You have literally nothing to lose and so much to gain. Go to jakeducey.com/special. Now, the truth is, I'm nothing special or much different than you. I'm just a normal person like many of you here today. And if I can do it, if I can use this program and this technology piece to retrain my brain to attract everything that I want in life, I promise you, you can do it too. I've made so many mistakes along the way, and I want to help you avoid them at every single cost. I want you to have the shortcuts that took me years and years to find out. And I want to help you accelerate your growth at lightning speeds. I went through years of trial and error so that you can avoid them and fast track your way to reprogramming your second mind today. So the choice right now is simple. You basically have two choices. Choice number one, you can go invest in yourself in the second mind. Say, hey, I deserve everything that I desire in life. You can get started in the next 5 minutes from now and reprogram your mind for success, for money, for love, for happiness, because you finally said, I deserve it and I'm not going to let my old fear and my old programming stop me. Or you can take choice number two. You can end this training for right now. You can go to bed tonight, and tomorrow you can wake up and you can do the exact same thing you're doing right now. Same brain, same life, same results. And you cannot use this piece of technology that will literally give you everything that you want. You've just got to decide which choice is more exciting. Which one do you want in life? Do you want to go back to exactly what was happening yesterday? I'm guessing not. Otherwise, why watch this whole training through? I don't know about you, but that second option never makes me happier. That's why I want to help you right now. Right now, you may have no idea how to get past fear of investing in yourself. First of all, I want to congratulate you truly from the bottom of my heart for showing up today and facing that fear, facing that anxiety. That took commitment and it took a leap of faith in a world of total uncertainty, but you did it. Despite any nagging thoughts or ideas that this wouldn't work out for you, you took the first needed step and now you can take the next one. You can totally do this. You can totally say right now, I deserve more out of life. I now have decided that I live in a world of abundance, that I live in a world of possibilities. So I'm going to invest in myself. So I want you to go to www.jakeducey.com/special right now and take the next steps towards your new and improved life because you deserve it. Okay, at the beginning of the training, I promised you a gift for attending today, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your time. You can access your gifts at jakeducey.com/Bob. Okay, so we got a handful of questions that I was going to answer real quick. So the first one says, can I watch this on my phones? And by this, I'm assuming that that meant the Second Mind Neuro Program. And yes, absolutely. You can use it on your phone. You can use it on your computer. You can use it on your tablet. Anything will work perfect. Can I download the materials to watch on my own computer? Absolutely, you can do that. Do you accept Western Union payments? No, we accept Visa, MasterCard, American Express, PayPal, and PayPal Credit. If you have another payment method and you would like to use a check or money order, please contact my support department at jd@jakeducey.com. Will I be able to get one-on-one coaching with you? I currently don't do one-on-one coaching, but if you post questions in the Second Mind group, I'm always keen to answer them when I have time to give you a level of remote coaching. Now, one of the other reasons that I don't do coaching is because now that I've finally developed this piece of technology, the Second Mind Neuroprogrammer, I think that the most important thing in the entire world is to be able to use this thing to literally rewire and retrain the brain. It gets coaching out of the way and makes this the number one priority. So in my estimation, this is much more valuable than coaching with me. Is there a payment plan to break up the payments over a few months? Yes, we do have a payment plan option, but you'll get the best savings if you pay in full. Is there a guarantee this will work? I never give people personal guarantees because I have no idea on their abilities or their efforts. However, there is a 30-day money-back guarantee if you don't feel it's everything that I promised. You can get that money back. How long will this be available? We plan on keeping this available for quite some time, but if you want the best savings, I definitely encourage you to get your seat today because obviously we don't know if we'll increase the price because we're probably going to have such a crazy influx of new customers this year. What do we do if we've had seizures or feel nervous during the neuroprogrammer sessions? Each neuroprogrammer track comes with a variety of brainwave entrainment tracks, but each one also has a raw track that includes no brainwave tracks or subliminal technology, so you literally don't have to worry about it at all. This will be just as valuable for you. Do you have a resellers program that I can offer this to my subscribers? Yes, I do have a partner program. You can just email jd@jakeducey.com. Is there a time limit on how long this will be available once we purchase? No, not at all. You will have lifetime access to all the materials and can use them at your own pace. Even if we increase the price, you're still going to get all the same stuff that the people that are paying more money would. Okay, thank you so much for staying with us. This is it. The training is over. Be sure that you go to jakeducey.com/special. This is about you, and this is about finally saying, I deserve more money, more success, more happiness, and I now recognize that any thought process that's coming in that's an objection to use the second mind neuroprogrammer, any fear, any doubt, any worry, any of that is simply your first mind. It's the conditioned mind from our parents, from our society, from our world, all the limitations that says we don't live in an abundant world. You don't deserve everything you want. And when you finally say yes to yourself, you step into a whole new threshold. There's an absolute 100% money back guarantee. You have nothing to lose. This program has changed my life. I've used this for quite some time before we actually started putting it out online to make sure that it was as transformational as I knew that it could be. You have nothing to lose and so much to gain. Now is the time that you say, absolutely yes, I'm facing my fears. I have nothing to lose and I have so much to gain. So thank you so much for being here on this. I'm really looking forward for you to going to jakeducey.com/special. One more time, jakeducey.com/special. Looking forward to seeing you on the inside. You have nothing to lose. There's even PayPal credit where you can defer the payments for 6 months. So thank you so much for being here. I'll see you on the inside.
I really have found a lot of great tools, and Jake just has this really amazing ability to take complex ideas and scientific concepts and really make them realistic and tangible.
All I can say is this was such a valuable weekend that I really gave to myself, and I really can't say enough about just the wisdom that Jake has grown in his life, and it's wonderful how he can use that to teach others, and just the timing for me right now is just perfect because I have something brewing that is just about to launch, and so I'm really excited. Just perfect timing.
I am really grateful that I'm here. I've gotten a lot out of it. I think he's awesome. He has a lot to share. I knew I already was impressed by his presence and what he had to give.
It really resonated with me. There was something different about him. I really got a lot from him. I did all of his online programs. I got a lot out of it. Really changed my life.
Gained a lot of clarity over the past few days on different areas in my life, and just having that clarity and awareness is going to help me to make the changes that I want to make.
I feel really grateful. I feel as though I have tools, just a bunch of wonderful gold nuggets that I can take away and put into practice, and so I feel really grateful for this experience.
My boyfriend Scotty King man crushes on Jake Ducey so hard, and I really wanted to surprise him as an early Christmas gift, so I purchased these tickets so him and I could both attend for the seminar. And we're from Phoenix, Arizona, so we made the 6-hour drive out for this weekend.
Jake, oh man, well, Leslie, my girlfriend, surprised me with this. I've been man crushing on him hardcore for the past few months, watching the YouTube videos. He's inspired so much of my life every single day through his YouTube videos. It's amazing how YouTube videos have that emotional impact on human beings all over the world. So I just want to tell, Jake, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom, sharing your knowledge, and not being afraid to stand and speak the truth, which so many people are afraid to do. You are an inspiration to me, and you are proof that I have the ability to go out and create the life that I want to live based on my own design.
I feel so inspired, like I am completely able, I am completely enough to do what I want, to achieve what I want in life.
Thank you so much for giving of yourself, for choosing this path in life, because I think you have a great gift to give others, and I'm very grateful to be on the receiving end and to be here. And keep it on. I can't wait to see where you go.
I'm really just so thankful that he's shown up in the world and that he's shared his gift with us, because it's really transformed my life, and there's something different about him that resonates with me. And no one else could have taken the spot that Jake has taken, and the things that he's done, the things that he's said. And I don't know if I would have been on this path right now if it wasn't for him. So I'm so thankful and grateful that he shares who he is and what he's passionate about.
Honestly, I feel this seminar, The Genius Within, I feel so empowered to live any life that I desire to live, create any life that I desire to live. I've been on this path really this year, but what I would say that I got the most out of this weekend was really getting that I truly am whole, complete, and perfect, just the way that I am, and I wouldn't be on this planet if I wasn't.
Well, I came here because I'm already manifesting things in my life, and I just wanted that to continue, and I thought that Jake would be the perfect person who's been there where we're all at and understands how much people want things in their life, want to go forward in their lives, and don't want to stay stagnant.
Well, I came here because I wanted to achieve more personal growth. I reached a plateau in my life, and I've wanted to take the next step. And now that I've attended Jake's seminar, I feel excited and inspired to move forward and take the next step. It's been fun, eye-opening, and more importantly, I've been inspired to make more personal growth changes in my life.
I bet you've heard this before, and that would be get off the fence, that if you want to change in your life, this is the time. And if things aren't working for you, then this is what you need to do. And you'll find Jake to be a very warm and inviting and inspirational, how would we say? I wouldn't say a tsunami, but an energy to motivate you and then help you realize your dreams. So I think it'd be well worth making that first step.
Just do it. Like, don't even think about it. Don't think about the money or about how you're gonna get here or how it's gonna work out. I bought the ticket immediately because I knew that if I thought about it, I would talk myself out of it and I would miss out on this great opportunity that I had.
Go with your gut. If you have anything that's tugging at you thinking, should I do this? Do it, because bottom line is you will be so thankful that you made that choice.
As with anything, it's about time to jump off the fence. Take the step and go for it. You can't lose.
Just come. Like, just come. Not only do you get to meet Jake Ducey, but you truly get to take a look at yourself. I've been to multiple personal development seminars, and this truly is not like one I've been to.
If you couldn't make it here, I highly recommend purchasing this video because you will have access to all the footage that I did with Jake Ducey, that we all did with Jake Ducey within the past 2 days. You will have access to all the footage, all the knowledge, all the teaching, all the education, and you are going to be impacted. Your internal world will transform, and you will have the belief in your ability, and you will see the value that you have to offer the world. So I highly recommend purchasing this video to transform your internal world, to create a new reality.
I would say that there's no downside to coming, and that if you're interested in personal development, that being around other people in that space and having a really positive, nice, kind leader to be teaching you these lessons, there's no reason why not to come and just explore more about yourself.
I think that most people just don't realize how many things really can come true in their lives until they actually stop and hear some of the rules about law of attraction and manifesting, and they don't realize that these are possibilities. So don't be on the fence about that. Just come here, talk to Jake, realize that he's a good, down-to-earth guy, and that whatever happens in his life can also happen for you as well.
Jake, thank you so much for showing up the way that you do and for really walking the talk and taking action so that you can be in front of us so that we can learn about ourselves. And so thank you for living in your purpose and overcoming your limiting beliefs to be able to help us in that way.
Jake is so genuine, and that is a nice thing in this day and age with all that people get caught up with in social media and promotional things. The bottom line is he comes from the heart, and it's very evident, and that's one of the things that really gives a lot of value for the weekend because it's very genuine.
And so I would recommend you coming, your friends coming, and really just discovering the genius that's already within you. Jake, don't steal my man. That's what I have to say to you. No, but really, I adore you, and I really, truly, I acknowledge you for who you are, who God created you to be. And I really acknowledge you, that you have your voice and you speak it no matter who it's to, who's around, business executive, or maybe even someone that's homeless. You are unwavering in who you are, and I completely admire that about you.